What's up, boys and girls? Watching the high school football scores on my phone. Our high school is first round of the playoffs this year, and they're actually up 21-7. Not quite halftime. My daughter's in the band. We didn't go tonight, but I had breaks to do. I couldn't go. But I could track it. Let's do it on the radio. Once we hop off, if it's still on, I'll listen on the radio. But 21-7 right now. Should be close to halftime. All right, when that clock strikes 8, I'll go ahead and get these boxes out. And then we'll give everybody a couple minutes to jump on. I did tag everybody, so we should be good to go. Full case. It's been a hot minute since I've done a full case of this size of anything. So we'll see how I do. I'm out of practice. Love the college football. You know, all of us here in this group love the college football. So we will post another case. I have a case of this and a case of Breaker's Delight. So we'll do one of those next. And then, of course, I'm going to do the Panini Combat break. I posted a price preview in that post today, so it'll post this weekend. But I'll give everybody a heads up before I post. All right, it is go time. Good luck. Thanks everybody for jumping in. Full case Bowman University football hobby tonight. Like I did say, we do have a case of Breakers Delight and another case of hobby, so we will do some more. Stay tuned. I don't know if we'll change up the format any. We did the combos this time. We may do something. We may mix it up a little bit. We'll see. The big teams will all stay by themselves, but we may do something else with the combo teams and such. But if somebody would do me a favor and drop something in the chat, just so I know it's working, we'll get rolling. Good luck, everybody. 2 orders for boxes. I have opened one person's boxes myself. I did not do very well. Hopefully, I saved the luck for this break for you guys. What's up, JR? Not here. Not present. Full case. 12 boxes. It's been a while. We've done some smaller full case breaks, but I can't say it's kind of like a full hobby style full box break. It's been a minute. Finally, thought it doesn't break today. We also have some certified football and some mosaic football, so we'll do something football related here soon as well. So we'll have some NFL. All right, here we go. Joey Aguilar leads off the break. I will come back and sleeve up some of the bigger names in the first on the base. Our first parallel. How about a little lime green mini diamonds? That is Ja'Cory Barney Jr. of Nebraska. And that one is numbered to 275. Barney. A lot of names I'm not familiar with in the product. I watched some breaks over the day just to get a feel. And I was shocked. I watch a lot of college football. You would think I would be better. More inept. I'm not very good with it. There is Quintravion Wisner from Texas on the 55 design. A refractor of Holstein. He was at Alabama at one time for Pitt. Refractor. 55, Mr. Ball for Florida. And we got yellow. Yellow to 350. That is Malik Rutherford going to the Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech on the yellow to 350. Feel like they've definitely expanded their parallels this year. Just gives us more color, I suppose. So nothing wrong with that. We've got College Rule Playbook, Garrett Nussmeier. I don't think those are rare. I don't think it's a case or anything, but I'm going to stick it aside and sleeve it just in case. I didn't have one of those in my personal box. All right, that might be our first auto. Path to Glory, Carson Beck. Refractor, Michael Toffee, Texas. And our first auto going to Kansas State on-card auto of Mr. Jace Brown. I believe that is Danny. It's Danny. It's actually, nope, it's a sticker, not on card. I looked on card at first. Jace Brown of K State. Fractors. We'll start sleeving those. If we get a bunch, then maybe I'll slow down and sleeving those. But we'll see. We'll start out sleeving. Oh, I'm going to sleeve it from Nussmeier because I don't think it's a case hit, but just to be safe. I've only watched over 5 or 6 boxes open. So obviously, Victor Hooman, a rare. I know there's some additional ones. So the next 3 breaks I'll post Panini Combat Anthology, which is definitely boxing UFC all mixed together. Something was certified in Mosaic Football came out this week, and then more of it. So stay tuned. Then Chad's got some vivid baseball coming up. Got an X-Fractor of A.J. Turner, Golden Gophers. The team we're playing in the high school playoffs is the Golden Gophers. Those are not numbered. We got a Shimmer of Peyton Lewis, Tennessee. Don't think those are numbered either. Hughes. Daughter has a friend who just started Syracuse this last year. I don't know why she picked Syracuse. Refractor, Oklahoma, of Javonte Barnes. Wisner again. There are photo variations, but I think they're refractors, so we should catch it. And our next auto, base auto. I'm surprised we got 2. No, is this a base too? It's a little unusual to get 2 base autos in a box. We got another base auto going to Hawaii. Pifodi Ashlock, Hawaii. Rainbow Warriors. Usually, most boxes you get 1 parallel and 1 base auto from what I've seen. But starting off with 2 base. Let's get a bad box out of the way, right? And again, I will sleeve up Material, Oklahoma. I will sleeve up a lot of stuff. What we got here? Blue, true blue parallel, number 2/150, going to the Bulldogs. That is C.J. Allen. True blue, number 2/150. Cards do look nice this year. Oh, that's awesome. Cards do look nice. Brown, Alabama. Path to Glory, Allen, Penn State. Refractor of Mr. Jaden Ball of Florida. And an X-Fractor of Arizona State. Quarterback Sam Levitt. There's some nice players. Sam Levitt's a good name, and they have what a lot of people are saying the number one wide receiver in the draft is our Arizona State wide receiver. We shall see about that, but that was a good combo for you. One box down. Nothing crazy, no fireworks, but we're just getting warmed up. Just getting warmed up. That's right. None of us like Gators. That's me either. we all have that in common. So we'll do some breakers to light too. I think the format's similar to last year. Exclusive parallels and autographs. Basically, the hits without the fluff. You can color in the autos of a hobby box without the base. Maybe 3 autos and breakers to light. Don't have any jumbo yet, but we'll probably try to pick up at least one case of jumbo as well. Do one more here. All right, box number 2, and I apologize for not calling out all the base cards, but there's a lot of. All right, so the playbooks miss maybe one per box. Marcel Reed, A&M. Refractor of Singleton to another team I don't like, Auburn. I'm going to the Alabama LSU game tomorrow night. That is Caden Salter, Colorado. Refractor to Georgia Tech. Eric Rivers. Tech is probably my second favorite team. Growing up in Georgia, I hated the Bulldogs. I always liked Tech. They were always the underdog. So, snuck up on me. How about another auto? Man, back-to-back Hawaii autos? What are the odds? Another Hawaii auto. This one's a quarterback. How about Micah Alejado? Hawaii. Back-to-back. Was Hawaii? I don't think Hawaii was a combo team. We got back-to-back Hawaii autos. Crazy. And their base autos. I don't like that so much, but. All right, no more base autos. Ooh, we got some pink. Pink mini diamonds. Cincinnati Bearcats. Brendan Sorsby. Number 225. They've certainly added some parallels, I guess, to produce more product. I'm trying to keep my piles in order. 150, 275, 225. We'll see if I can keep them going or not. There's a Davis or Haynes King, Georgia Tech. They did finally lose. Refractor. That is Lewis Bond, Boston College. My pile's messed up over here. I've only watched some Hawks games this year. I haven't watched much NBA other than a few Hawks games here and there. The court cut, these oddly colored courts mess it up for me for some reason. Like on a big TV, if they've got like a bright red cord or a bright blue cord, I don't know, it's hard for me to concentrate. It hurts my eyes. The Hawks had a bright red cord tonight. That's all. Give me the good old parquet or whatever. Too old for bright red courts. I typically only watch the Hawks games unless there's like a Christmas Day game or something I might catch it. Next up, how about a blue auto? Speaking of the Florida Gators. Nice one there. How about Aiden Mizell? True blue to the Gators, number to 150. Blue is a sharp parallel in this product. Yeah, two. Who would have thought in the same night I would call it a True Blue Mickey Mouse and a True Blue Florida Gator auto in the same night? Refractor, Mr. Stone, going to Northwestern. X-Fractor of Sam Levitt, Arizona State. And I don't know why that was upside down. Whit Weeks. Isn't that Lane Kiffin's daughter's boyfriend? Whit Weeks, LSU. I think the photo variations are refractors, so we should catch them. Let me see what the code is on that. 89. 89, so yeah, it's just a base. X-Fractor going to the Ohio State. Quincy Porter. It's not an SP. It had a regular code on the back. I think the SPs are all the ones I've seen pulled have been refractors. Just base. I mean, not numbered or not colored, but just regular refractors. Some purple coming, or not purple. It's just a shimmer. Garrett Nussmeier, shimmer. LS Who? That's what we're gonna call him this weekend. Got a yellow. It's a nice one. How about Haynes King? Yellow mini diamonds. Number 2, 350, going to Georgia Tech. But the code on the bottom should be different too, right? It was Whit Weeks. I mean, I don't think Whit Weeks would have a photo variation either. Card 128, but the code down there ends the same digits as the code on the other base. So I don't think it is. I think it was just weirdly packed. Acropolis, Dante Moore, Oregon. Minnesota. And we end with an Aqua Mini Diamond. Boise State, Jaden Virgin Morgan. Number 2, 325. $325. So we got 350, 275, 325. We haven't got much other than 150 has been our lowest number card yet. Acropolis, Dante Moore. And we are 2 down. All right, we got one numbered auto. We need to step up the fireworks. Do y'all want to see another hobby case next, or do you want to see a Breakers Delight case next? Don't have a jumbo case yet, but I will look to get one. Save all the Gopher card. There's another guy in our group, Jay Peterman. He's a big Gopher fan too. I tagged him, but he's not grabbing this one. Gophers have a decent checklist this year too. At least with hobby, you get more base cards if you like base cards. Where in the Breakers Delight, you're not going to get parallels and autos. All right, here we go. Box number 3. Got a refractor of Mr. Green going to those Tigers. The Bayou Bengals X-Fractor, Garrett Nussmeier. A lot of LSU parallels so far. Nussmeier was supposed to be big this year, but he had not turned out that way. We got another green mini diamond going to Old Piss, Traylon Ray, Ole Miss, 275. I like the green. Green's pretty sharp. working on the Ryan Williams rainbow last year and never got very far. I have a few. Refractor going to Mizzou. Ahmad Hardy. That's a good one. He's a pretty good player. Was leading the nation rushing at one time. And how about a yellow? Another yellow. A nice one. Rocco Beck going to Iowa State. Hey, Rocco. That one is to 350. So we've got two different. We've got shimmer and a true yellow to 350 so far. No autos in this box yet. Might be one right here. It is. Notre Dame, Jaden Greathouse. Refractor auto. He had a good game in the playoffs last year. That's to 299. Greathouse. Refractor auto. To the Irish. Come on, my coworker and her husband and some friends went up to the Notre Dame Navy game this weekend. She took today off. They went up for that. I think one of their friends has a kid that goes to school there. Otherwise, I can't figure out why. I think she told me that. Why they would go. College playbook of Gunnar Stockton. Refractor going to Pitt of Kenny Johnson. She was worried because she was like, it's supposed to snow. What if we get snowed in up there? Okay. So I think you'll be all right. I don't know if we'll recap all the refractors in the recap. There's a Hardy refractor center. We'll definitely recap X-fractors and shimmers and then numbered. We'll see. We might do all the refractors. We'll see how much we get. May have to grab some more. I don't know, a pack of pins. We should make it all right on these things. There's still one more auto in this box. Hopefully, we'll refractor. It'd be nice to have a colored auto. Our first box had 2 base autos, which I feel like it's pretty unusual. So Mateer, X-Fractor to the Ohio State, Quincy Porter again. Shimmer to the Toledo Rockets, Junior Vandegross. Sometimes the autos are Ty Simpson. Sometimes the autos are backwards, sometimes they're not. There's an Underwood. Refractor, Jeremy Bernard. Roll Tide Roll. Be seeing Mr. Jeremy. There's an Acropolis, Gunnar Henderson. I'll be seeing Jeremy in person tomorrow night. Taking my daughter to her first Alabama game. Should be fun. Weather's supposed to be nice. Not hot, not cold. Can't wait. Alright, should have an auto right there, so let's go ahead and slide it back here. Michigan. That is Mr. Lenoris Sellers, South Carolina, South Kakalaki. How about a Alonzo Barnett III? Insert number to 150. Going to, where does he play? James Madison. James Madison. I think James Madison was in the combo. On the combo. I could be wrong. James Madison. Those look pretty good in the. I didn't care for the base much, but they look pretty good in the parallels. All right, next auto. Base auto to North Carolina. Ain't nothing finer. Davian Gauss. Or Gauss. North Carolina. All right, I expected more color autos. Come on, color autos. Where are you hiding? Not a bad full case, but without the number of packs is overwhelming. It's not like a 36-pack or a 24-pack box. It's 20 packs, I think. Yeah. So it's not terrible. I'd like a little more color. It's colorful, but not as colorful feel like I remember it in the past, but again, it's been a while since I've been Chrome use, so. Love to see a mascot card. I really want a Big Al. I want a Big Al autograph. But the mascot cards, there's very few of them on eBay. They must be really hard to hit. Mascots and mascot autos are SSP, I believe. But would love to see one tonight. I don't know what time Chad's starting his break, but we may overlap. We'll see. Acropolis. That is Sam Levitt, Arizona State. Carson Beck. 55 design on that one. Refractor, Arizona State. That is Jordan Tyson. That's the guy that people are saying may go as the first receiver in the draft, I believe. So good one, good team to have. We got a quarterback and a top wideout. Right on top here, how about a Aqua Shimmer to Baylor of Sawyer Robertson. That is to 325. Kind of like waves better than shimmers and mini diamonds. I'd like to see some wave parallels, but I don't think there are any wave parallels in there. What do we got here? How about they've got mini diamonds and regular of everything. So Mr. Francis going to Tulsa, number to 275 on the lime green. I'm just putting the same numbers in the same pile, so you could have mini diamonds or regular in the. Of course, maybe waves are in Breaker's Delight or Jumbo, perhaps. Refractor to the Ohio State. That's James Peoples. An auto coming, you would think. There it is, to Michigan. Michigan, Jair Hill base auto. That didn't look like, it looked like an S. I don't know what Hill was signing there, but not a. Maybe it's just a squiggle. Some more penny sleeves out. Jair Hill to Michigan. I know. I was thinking that the colors throw me off on Arizona State and Minnesota too. They do look like Minnesota colors. Guys, got any big plans this weekend? Doing anything fun? The only big plans I have is the game tomorrow and then tomorrow night. Outside of that, we don't have much going on. Yeah, I'm actually, I think it's closed next Tuesday for the holiday, so I'm went ahead and took Monday off to catch up on shipping and packing and other honey-do lists around the house. It does almost look like a Stephon Diggs. That is a weird auto. Maybe that's just the way he signs. Path to Glory, Michigan State, Aiden Charles. We got here. There's something yellowy. Yellow, that's almost a color match. Kevin Coleman, Minnesota to 350. To 150 is our lowest number card. We gotta have. I saw a break today. It was a case break, but there were 2 reds to 5 in the case. Maybe we just haven't gotten to those low numbered parallels yet. Where's our orange? Where's our red? Refractor, Gunnar Stockton. Nice one there for the Bulldogs. Right behind it is a base, Gunnar Stockton. X-Fractor, Old Miss, Deuce, Alexander. A green, Caden Salter. He really hadn't had a very good year either. Caden Salter, green. Now we have a new lowest number to 99. Caden Salter. Colorado. He got benched at one point. Somebody took his job, didn't they? This card's from last year's. Of course, he was on Liberty, I think. We're selling high. And there's a Gopher. Blue auto. True blue golden Gopher of Mr. A.J. Turner. So I did not save a Gopher. But we got one. Number to 150 looks like 101 of 150. A.J. Turner. No USC hits yet. I'm sure we've had some base, but no hits yet. But we're only on box 4. Michigan. Refractor, Cincinnati. Brendan Sorsby. Is it Sorsby? Sorsby. X-Fractor to the Florida Chomp Chomps. Dallas Wilson. All right. We'll finish this box. Sleeving these real quick, then I'm going to check the high school halftime score before we move on to box 5. I didn't call you Jeff. No, I didn't call you Jeff. When did I call you Jeff? Jeff sounds like a fun name, but all right. I think it's 21-7. I guess it's halftime. It doesn't say on this cheap app I have to check the scores. It doesn't say that. Chris Hopper. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh no, I didn't say. I don't know what I said, but it wasn't Jeff. I don't believe. I think I said nothing yet. Nothing yet. So that'll be your new nickname, Chris Jeffrey Harper. All right. Box number 5. X-Fractor, Michigan State. Krishan McCray. First I saw it said Crimson McKay. I was like, what? Krishan. Hey, our next auto, Arizona. Refractor auto to 299. That is a nice quarterback there. Braden Locke to 299. I haven't had much in the way of low numbered autos. Blue has been our lowest numbered one so far. I had Auburn in a break today, which is a little bit. Christopher Vazina should be Clemson's next quarterback, which is a little sacrilegious, but Acropolis of John Mateer. I just wanted to take a cheap team, and so I can watch a break and have an interest in the break. I took Auburn. I did hit an auto, but I'll give it to my wife. Another green. Speaking of Auburn. No, this is Aqua, sorry. Aqua 325 of Darrell Robinson. You know, I've actually reached out to a few folks where I've gotten it from in the past, and all of them got very little. Like one big shop I know only got one case of it. We had a half case, but then I took it to the card show, and we sold it all. I do want to do some. I have an offer out for some on one of the sites we use, but I have not been hit yet. So stay tuned. We will definitely get some before Christmas, I'm sure. Playbook, Diego Pavia of Vanderbilt. Refractor, Texas, DeAndre Amore. Yeah, I'd like to do some holiday. I love holiday. Ooh, we need some Oregon autos. So you're saying we're due. We're due. X-Fractor, Iowa State, Carson Hansen. have not watched a ton of it. Let me put some of this base up real quick. Hold on a second. All cards will ship, so you'll get all your base. If for some reason you don't want non-first base or all your base or your base, just give me a shout and I'll make sure to take it out. Oh, I almost dropped it. Otherwise, you get it all. Whether you want it or not. Box up some of this though, so I can put it for more base. Thankfully, it's chrome and not paper, so it's not as heavy as say like a Bowman baseball. I do have of the holiday. I don't know why it was so hard to get. I've got some of the ornaments, the tins, the balls. I've got some of those. Maybe we could use those in a mixer. I wouldn't want to break those by themselves. But I will try to get a mega case. I just need to find one. I love breaking it. Chad loves breaking it too. So I was in a break the other night. It was a random team. I got the Dodgers and the Yankees, so I had a pretty good break. Nothing crazy big, but two good teams. Or maybe it was a half case. I can't remember. Maybe a half. Oh, we got another auto. So I can hide it. Y'all might have seen it. It's right there. So that's definitely not an SP. There's Meeks or Weeks again. And a little Southern Miss color match to 350. Southern Miss, Matt Jones. This is Southern Miss, right? Yep, Southern Miss. Some more low number color. We have not had enough low numbered stuff. 99 is our lowest numbered card so far. Refractor to Texas. Texas has a pretty big checklist. Jack Indries. Hey, there's our next auto. How about Indiana? It's the wrong Indiana player. We got D'Angelo Pons. D'Angelo Pons to Indiana. Maybe we'll see the other Indiana auto we want to see. Yeah, the comps on the holiday. It's fun to open. There's a reason those boxes don't blow up in price because the comps on the singles have never been, in my opinion, what they should be. And I love it. It's one of my favorite. I used to open a box every year with my daughter. We've kind of, last couple of years, we've kind of outgrown it. But we got a green behind the Hill Refractor and two Northwestern, a Preston Stone, 1099 on the green 55 design and light 55. It's off center, top to bottom. Northwestern must be a smart quarterback. Blue to the Ohio State. Ohio State went late. Quincy Porter to 150. I know they don't have as good a checklist as they've had in the past, and they're missing a lot of their bigger names, which I assume are Panini exclusives. Unless Panini does get bought by Topps, we're going to see a lot of these college guys in particular. How about finally a true gold? Texas A&M, Terry Bussey to 50. Well, sorry, it's not a true gold. It's a gold shimmer, but it is a gold. To 50. Mr. Bussey, 47 of 50. We have a new lowest numbered card in the break. I think they've made a lot of improvements to the holiday megas. More color, more variety. I like them a lot. The cheapest. It's hard to find a cheap Otani these days. You really must have. I was looking at least before the World Series. I have a feeling some of this stuff will level off a little bit. I don't think it's a ton. He's still done enough to be an all-time great. Really. But I think his stuff will level off a little bit in off season, but they're still too high to buy, in my opinion. I don't have any big Ohtani cards left. I have a couple PSA 10 update pitching rookies. It's still offers 250-ish, 225. And then I do have an Ohtani autograph out of Onyx. So that's my best Ohtani, and I looked at one point they were selling for like $700. Now I think they're like double that, but I'm just gonna hang on to it. I might send it off and get slapped at some point. Onyx doesn't grade well usually. Candy cane Ohtani. I like those image variations. All right, this is box 6. This will put us halfway to Florida. Mr. Wilson again. Extractor. College Rule Playbook. That is Rocco Becht, Iowa State. Lime green to the East Carolina Pirates. Caton Hauser to 275, I think. Yep. Appreciate y'all filling this one up. I know breaks have taken a lot longer to fill lately. Refractor. Lauder. Boise State. But we'll keep plugging away. I know as the holidays come, they get a little tougher. We got a Bussy X-Fractor. Shimmer to Wisconsin, Billy Edwards Jr. Refractor. That's a nice one. Lenoris Sellers. Refractor. Let me take that one, and then we had Underwood Refractor. I'm going to top load those. I might have had a Gunner Refractor too. May not recap all the refractors. Thought we had a Bryce Underwood. Maybe it was a different color. Maybe it wasn't a refractor. It could have been extractors. Go ahead and top load these two base refractors because they're bigger names. That way we'll recap everything top load. What do the Santa Clauses sell for? They're kind of hard to hit, aren't they? Like case hits or something? Figured they would sell pretty good. Maybe not. I heard somebody say they were case hits, but that could not be. That could be not the case. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. So we haven't had an auto in this box yet. So we have two autos coming up here. All right. Another Haynes King. Hey, another gold. This one is a true gold. To the Cincinnati Bearcats. Joe Royer. True gold. I said true gold last time and was mistaken. This one is a true gold. I don't know. The colors in person do not pop as much as I thought they would. All right, there's one auto. Here's our first auto. Base auto to the Penn State Nittany Lions. That is Trevor Pena. I think it's backwards. Trevor Pena. Penn State. Should have another auto, I believe. Refractor, Ohio State, Anthony Rogers. There's a Diego Pavia. And there's our auto. Let's hold it for a sec. Acropolis is Bryce, how do you say his name? Prabula, Missouri. Yellow, Mr. Wilson, to 350, going to Florida. Refractor, Hawaii again, Micah Alejado. And our next auto, Refractor auto to Central Florida. Central Florida, the 299, Jaden Nixon. All right, we need to find some heat because we are not bringing it right now. No offense to Mr. Nixon. No offense. Well, you know, Tops these days print. So what used to be case hits, the first 25 now, they may not be very rare or as rare. I do not care for the watering down of some of the products, but they're still fun. But when they start messing with what is just historically a pretty rare card and they water it down so much it's not rare, that's not fun. Or as rare. Plus, I guess if they do it every year, then they also start to lose some of their appeal. All right, let me grab a sip of drink and then we'll get going. All right, halfway home. Let me check my football score real quick. 28-14 now. The Pelham Panthers are hanging on to their lead over the Hueytown Golden Gophers in Alabama 6A football tonight. If anybody's curious. First round playoffs of Alabama 6A football. Our high school is, if they win tonight, it would only be their second playoff win in 19 years. So, pretty big deal if they can pull it off. My daughter's been in the band for 3 years, and this is their first year going to the playoffs. Pretty big deal around here. All right, box 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Box 7. Got an auto out of the gate this time. Oops, I gave it away. Tennessee Volunteers. Refractor auto to 299 of Deshaun Bishop. Deshaun Bishop. I wish they would do on-card autos like they do in baseball for Bowman football. I guess that's wishing for too much. Refractor, Carson Beck, Miami. X-Fractor to the Bulldogs of Talon Taylor. Refractor, Michigan State, Omari Kelly. It's Corey's brother. To Oregon is Dante Moore. Refractor to Vanderbilt, Cedric Alexander. He was really good against Alabama this year. And a Path to Glory numbered to 25. 13 of 25. I guess that's an orange. Jaden Ball. 13 of 25. Florida Gators. Snuck up on me. 13 of 25. We have a new low card in the clubhouse. There is. Hueytown High School in the Metro Birmingham area is the Golden Gophers. I didn't know that until this week when I saw who they were playing. I was like, well, there. We are the Panthers, and they are the Golden Gophers. Might be. No, it's not where Jameson went. Jameson went to school in that part of town, but it wasn't Uniontown. I think he went to Pleasant Grove. I was about to say Jameson, Winston's alma mater, but I don't think. Now I think about it. I don't think he went to Uniontown. I think he went to Pleasant Grove. But they're very close to each other. It's not a very common mascot name. Tigers and Bulldogs are everywhere. Panthers. You don't see those Gophers. I only knew of one before this week and realized that school across town was the Golden Gophers. Oh, next autograph. We do have some color. How about to the University of Miami going to Joe DJ Frederique Jr. The gold shimmer auto, 28 of 50. Mr. Frederique, what position does he play? Quarterback. It's our new lowest autograph. See what I'm saying, though? That's a gold, and it doesn't really pop. Like, the colors don't pop as much as they have in prior years. At least in person. Maybe on the camera they look better. Yellow to 350 Texas. Jack Indries again. Texas had a much bigger checklist than I thought. I was surprised they were there for a pretty long while. Refractor, I think that is Coastal Carolina. Yes, Emmett Brown. The refractors, plain refractor is about to be my favorite. Nate Frazier, Georgia X-Fractor. And, wow, this one's numbered. Number 215. This must be a white shimmer. 15 of 15. It's hard to see. 15 of 15 on the white shimmer. Quintravian Wisner, running back, Texas. Now we're getting some lower numbered cards. I hope I didn't miss any whites. They kind of... What we got here? I think these are rare. How about to Texas Tech, I believe. Yes. Breeran Morton. Dean's List. These might be case hits. To Texas Tech's Morton Dean's List. Case hit. There we go. I thought they were. Acropolis Lenore Sellers. Refractor to the Utah Utes, Wayshawn Parker. Rulebook Beck. And a lime green to the Kentucky Wildcats, Troy Stellato. That is just $275. The true colors definitely pop more than the shimmers and the mini diamonds and kookaburras and whatever the hell they are. That box had our lowest color. I think, if I'm mistaken, the orange, the white, and then the case hit. Orange might have been the box before. White and the case hit, definitely. It's not the best looking case hit in the world. I will say Panini still has much better case hits. Thompson's got some that I like. And what puzzles me is they have hired away just about all the original Panini designs. They almost all work for Topps. Why can't they design a case that looks good? I mean, Big Kahuna, I'm assuming Big Kahuna is good. That's a much better one than that, in my opinion. Case hit should pop. right to our auto. South Carolina, Lenoris Sellers. That's our best auto of the night so far. Potential high draft pick. Going to South Carolina. He has a nice autograph, too. Nice big autograph. Lenoris Sellers, base auto. South Carolina. So we're going to move. We'll put Lenoris here. Put our white over here. We're running out of room, but that's all right. Nice Lenoris Sellers auto. Jumped out of the pack at me. Really wanted to be seen. Refractor of Lauder. Boise. Next auto. Wow, 2 autos already. This is going to Colorado. Number to 299, Dallin Hayden. We'll get an extra auto in this box since we had 2 so close together. Dallin Hayden. Colorado Buffs to 299. Buffs are having a rough year. Acropolis Mateer. Playbook SMU. That is Kevin Jennings. Refractor Ohio State. Anthony Rogers. Roger Dodger. Down, upside down X Factor of Aaron Graves. Iowa. A true green. Not the yard, folks, but a true green Luke Reynolds, Penn State to 99. The true colors definitely pop better than the shimmers and things. Okay, good. That'll help us catch it. But I think they all have a refractor finish, too. So I could check. Are they numbered, Corey? I don't think we've had one yet, but the ones I saw on a break earlier today appeared to have a refractor finish on them. We hit autos quickly. Gotcha. I'll double check all our refractors in this thing. Make sure I didn't miss one. I want a mascot. Let's find a mascot. I know they have a refractor finish. I've seen some of those. Oh, they're SSPs. Make them like 1 in 5 cases or something. A mascot. When I saw Big Al on the checklist, I was excited, and I bought him in a couple breaks before I realized he was SP alert. Maybe I shouldn't have spent $10 on that spot. Refractor, Iowa, or excuse me, Indiana, D'Angelo Pons. We have a green Maddox Madden, Boise State to 99. I mean, I was bidding on them on eBay and won them for like $10, but in 2 different case breaks. But that was before I realized the mascots were short prints. Like, whoops. A Aqua of Mr. Claire, Max Claire to 325. Had more lime green than we have aquas. Speaking of lime green, Georgia Bulldogs, Nate Frazier. He's pretty good. For 275. Don't pull a golden. Still hunting an Oregon auto. Still hunting an Oregon auto. You're right, we haven't seen a ton of Oregon. Diego Pavia, Refractor, Ohio State, Max Claire. X Factor upside down. Kevin Jennings, SMU. There's a duck. A purple. We don't have many purples. Number 275. No. Yes. No. What is that number? Why can't I see it? It looks like it's 64 of 75. Purple shimmer. Prior year shimmer, purple shimmers weren't even numbered, I don't think. Texas all over this break. Anthony Hill Jr. Longhorns everywhere. Texas sat there forever. They were just taken today, and I think I had to discount them. I thought the same thing when I posted. Well, I didn't post the team checklist on them until they were down to the final 4 teams. But when I saw the checklist, like, wow, that checklist is big. Now, it doesn't have Arch Manning or guys like that, so maybe that kept people from being excited. All right, 4 to go. Let me check my high school score real quick. It's still 28-14. There it is. Pelham, Hueytown. Hueytown is the Golden Gophers. There's a little gopher right there. Look at him, looking all fierce. It's like maybe purple and gold. Yeah, the first year they did this, it was only 100 players. I think maybe the first couple of years it was only 100. This year, 150 or 200. They've definitely increased the size of it. Yeah, the very first year they did it, the year that it was unlicensed, they did 100 players, and every player had an autograph. Now, I think every player on the base checklist may have an autograph this year too, but buff to 150, 200, whatever it is, makes it much harder to hit. Yeah, and the price went up too, which makes it it makes it even less fun. But at least it's cheap compared to a lot of stuff. Definitely more bang for your buck. And how about an Eli Holstein? Uh-oh, Rob, I think you wanted Pitt. Eli Holstein going to Mr. Marino. Number to 150. He was at Alabama for a little bit. He transferred. Eli Holstein on the blue mini diamonds auto to 150. I guess it's not his first. He probably has an Alabama card. It's not his first Bowman. Refractor LSU. Tredez Green. X-Factor Ole Miss. Dazon Stribling. Some great names. Acropolis. That is Kevin Jennings, SMU. Aqua to South Carolina. Nick Harbor. Nick with a Y. How about that? To 325. Marino strikes again. He had some crazy breaks there for a while. Refractor, Oklahoma. Javante Barnes. And is that Maryland? It is Nolan Ray, base auto. Terps. Go Turtles. Fear the Turtle. I'm going to have to get some more penny sleeves in just a moment. Call me Jason Oversleeve Upchurch. That's what I do. All right, give me 1 second to go grab some more penny sleeves. We've burned through over 100 already. But before I do that, let me put some of this base up. Bring some room on the table. All right, be right back. Let me grab some penny sleeves out of the room. All right, I'm back. You're counting. You're good at counting the base because I couldn't tell you how many base we had so far. I know we haven't had any color though. You're correct about that. It's not as much numbered per box or much color per box as I was hoping for. Not terrible, but I thought there'd be more. You get extractors and shimmers. Numbered. I want a red. Where's a red? BYU. You know what? You don't see any kickers. Ty Simpson. There's a pink. We haven't had but one other pink either. That is Ian Strong or Rutgers, and that is number 225. So that's only our second pink in the whole case. We only have two number 225 so far. I think it does tell you how much they made. Rob and Chris are both teaming up on me. That's bad news. Texas Michael Toffee. It's a fun name. X Factor Tennessee Deshaun Bishop. Shimmer BYU Chase Roberts. And Penn State. Do we have an extra auto? Katron Allen, Penn State running back. I feel like he's been in other sets, but I guess not. He's got the first logo. I feel like he's been in prior years, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. Like a Leaf product or something. Cropless, Mr. Perbula. Refractor, Mr. Ball, Florida. And X-Fractor, also Penn State, Quentin Martin Jr. Yeah, I didn't either, Rob, but I guess I could be thinking about Leaf. He's definitely been in something we've opened before. I remember seeing his cards, but it could have been a Leaf product or a wild card or something. So it could be his first Bowman. But I'm like you, I feel like I've seen him before. All right, 3 to go. Box 10. All right, still feel like we got some fire lingering in this case somewhere. Maybe it's Leaf I'm thinking of. I know we've seen his name before in something. Who do you think Penn State will hire as their next coach? Do you have any thoughts? Rumors? There's that rumor floating out that Nick Saban's going to LSU, but I just don't see that happening. He's nearly 80 years old. I don't think he's going to go. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it. I think that's just one of those. This day and age, so much clickbait. You can see clicking articles and stuff. It's hard to know what to believe anymore about anything. Silver or refractor of Ahmad Hardy. Nice one there for Missouri. I think that's our second refractor of him. Acropolis Carson Beck. What we got here? Campus Star Signatures. That's cool. Kansas. That's pretty sharp. It's not numbered. That is LaShawn Williams. Insert auto. First one of those we pulled tonight. Going to Kansas. LaShawn Williams. Not familiar with Mr. Williams, but he's got a cool signature. All right, Syracuse time. Where's the orange? Refractor, another Lenore Sellers refractor. People love some scouts, and well, I say scouts. There's some prognosticators who love Lenore Sellers potential. See the athletic ability, and they get excited. How about a yellow to the Washington Huskies? Jonah Coleman to 350. There's Mendoza. Somehow Mendoza is the first quarterback being taken, and second. Oh, but a lot can change. The combine and all that stuff. Lenore Sellers could shoot up the draft board if he goes to the combine and tears it up. How kind of like guys like Andy Richardson have, and they see that athleticism and those measurables, and they're like, oh god, I need him. I forget to say, well, can he actually throw a football, or is that a kicker? Nope, wide receiver. Nope, next auto. Look at that. TJ, where are you? How about a purple? Dante Moore. Going to the Ducks. That is 3 of 75. Congratulations, TJ. There we go. We found you a duck. And the big duck at that. It does look like his autograph is. I won't say what that looks like, but Dante Moore to 75, going to the Quack Attack. Put that right here. There you go, TJ. So we finally got you one. Awesome. He's a Heisman front runner. At one time he was leading the odds. I don't know if he still is, but Refractor Johnson Pitt. X-Fractor Isaac Brown Louisville. That one's for Rob. Green, or lime green, Anthony Hill Jr. again. Texas, 275. Yeah. You may not get big names with Texas, but you're going to get quantity with Texas from what we're seeing tonight. Aqua Shimmer, Illinois. Luke Altmaier, he is pretty good. I forgot that he was Illinois. He's transferred around at least once or twice. Number to 325, Luke Altmaier. I think. Hasn't he played? I feel like he's played other places. I could be thinking of somebody else. Refractor, Alejado again, Hawaii. It's funny how you got the refractor in the base behind you. X-Fractor, Texas San Antonio, Owen McCown. Somebody's going to hire their coach. He's really good. And a shimmer to San Diego State, Trey White. Never know, Kelly. You never know. Mr. Corey, you never know. So weird seeing those Pac-12 teams in the Big 12 now, or Big 10 now. All right, 2 boxes left, boys and girls. 1 and 2. We'll go left. We'll come back to this one. We have 1 case. I don't know if you get multiple cases per case. But we have the 1 case of the Texas Tech quarterback so far. I feel like we need another big auto, though. Come on. Don't be shy. Show yourself. lot of base autos and refractor autos. Not as much color in the autos as I was looking for. Still time. See if we can end with a bang. Like I said, we do have another case of this and a case of Breaker's Delight. So we'll be doing more. I may change up the format a little bit. I'm trying to think of some other. Could do combos by conference or something. We'll do something a little different probably next time. Next up, Texas again. Texas rearing its head again. Base auto of Anthony Hill. We'll call him Anthony the Thrill Hill. Texas. I bet Texas doesn't sit on the board as long as they did next time. Check my score. Oh, 28-20. It's getting closer. Oh, our team, they've lost at least 3 games this year, either on the last play or the last drive. So, Acropolis, Underwood, Refractor, Wisconsin, Vinny Anthony, Refractor, Garrett Nussmeyer. We've seen a lot of Nussmeyer. Shimmer, Ohio State, Quincy Porter. We're seeing a lot of Ohio State, too, and they don't have a monstrous checklist. Another Underwood. And Pink. I've seen this guy a few times. Dallas Wilson of Florida, number 225. It's only our 3rd pink in the entire break. Oh, nice. Refractor, Tanner Koisel. That was, where's that? Houston. I didn't see much Alabama today either. Terry Bussey, Extractor A&M. Not much on Alabama either. We could do a random player break, a full case random player break or something like that. It would be kind of cheap per player. I know randoms historically do not do very well in our group, but that would keep. I'd have to see what the exact price would be. But if the checklist is pretty big, you're talking less than $10 a player, potentially. Of course, we'd have to sell a lot of spots, but I don't know. The college stuff, typically, people want their favorite team. They're not looking to gamble, so I don't know if that would work or not. Joe Ingles. Yeah, we need a mascot. I want to see the guy from the Cowboy. His name, Pistol Pete. Danny wants a Pistol Pete really bad. Let's find Danny a Pistol Pete. This mascots must be tough because there's only been like 1 or 2 big owls at all listed on eBay and not an autograph yet. So the mascots must be really short printed. It's not a tiny checklist either. Refractor K-State Jace Brown. Ooh, blue auto to them Bulldogs. C.J. Allen. C.J. Allen to 150 true blue. Rulebook Sam Levitt, Arizona of the state. Refractor Beavers, Trent Walker. Pink, Cincinnati Bearcats, Joe Royer again to 225. Magenta, maybe, perhaps. Magenta. All right, we got a green to the Michigan State Spartans, Omari Kelly to 325. Almost a color match. True green would be a better color match for State. All right, boys and girls, we are down to our last box. Last box, Mojo. We need a big one. We need a big one. 1 in 1,168 packs. So how many? Do some math. 20. So that's every 58 boxes. About 12. So almost every 4.86 cases. So that's somebody told me that. So that's about right. One every 4.86666666 cases. All right, we'll see if we can find one here. I think the white to 15 has been our lowest numbered card. I hope I didn't miss any whites. They don't stand out greatly from the refractors, but the numbering on the right corner does. We haven't had a color variation that I've noticed either. I will double check for that. Make sure I didn't miss one. So I have seen better cases, or at least 3 packs of better cases. All right, here we go. Last box. Good luck. Good luck. FIU. Ooh, we got a gold coming up. Keon Jenkins FIU refractor. How about a gold playbook of Mr. Ty Simpson, number to 50? There you go, Alabama. I'll be cheering on Mr. Simpson tomorrow. He's in the Heisman race. I don't know if he'll end up winning or not, but pretty gold insert of Mr. Simpson. Good start to this box. That's his 3rd year of Bowman. Got a pink. Going to James Madison of Alonza Barnett, number 225. We didn't have any pinks early, but we've hit a lot of pinks in the last few boxes. Yeah, I have only seen 1 or 2 of the Alabama mascot, too. Either they're not. I don't think this is getting broken, obviously, at the same rate of something like, Absolute and things like that. South Carolina, Nick Harbor to 325 on the Aqua. This doesn't get ripped at nearly the pace the NFL stuff does, especially the big case hit stuff. But you would think we'd seen more than. There's just not a lot out there. You're right. I got an offer on a Big Owl. Somebody offered me a Big Owl today. I was watching it. Tracy, Minnesota Golden Gophers on the refractor. It was still more than I wanted to pay for it. And autograph Toledo. Tucker Gleason. Quarterback, right? Yep. Tucker Gleason, quarterback. Toledo. I want to say Mud Hens, but they're the Rockets. Mud Hens were their baseball team, or minor league team, I think. All right, half a box to go. 1 auto left. Come on, big name. Yeah, I'm hoping those mascot cards are one of those inserts that get forgotten about over time, and I can pick up Big Al at some point. Like Big Al had cards in Prism a few years ago. Prism draft picks football, but even those numbered ones are, I don't know what they would sell for at auction, but people have them listed by now. Stupid prices. All right, here we go. Come on, big name auto to end it. Big case hit, something. Acropolis Gunner Stockton. It's a nice Lenora Sellers yellow, South Carolina to 350. Playbook, Lenora Sellers. Refractor, Boston College, Grayson James. X-Factor, Florida, Aiden Mizell. Shimmer, Xavier Brown of Virginia. Another playbook of Ty Simpson. Oh, snuck up on me. How about Rocco Bet? Iowa State, not a bad name there. Base auto of Rocco. See, prior years, you never got two base autos. You would get a base auto and a color auto or numbered auto in every box. And this year, we're even have boxes with two base autos. Ole Miss Refractor, Caden Lee. X-Fractor Ole Miss, also Harrison Wallace. That's upside down, but just a regular card number. And boys and girls, that will do it. Wah, wah, wah. Not, again, I have not watched a lot opened, but I've watched some recaps. Not the best case of Chrome that I have seen. But we will do a recap, and a few teams did well. Texas, South Carolina, to name a couple, did pretty well. One second. We won't go back through the refractors or these inserts I'm sleeving, but we will do X-Fractors, shimmers, and then numbered and autos, of course. So let me stick this base aside. Yeah, USC did not deliver, did not come through with the Trojans. There was at least one Louisville parallel. I remember calling it out. And Cincinnati got you some parallels. All right, let's start with... Here's just a couple base refractors of note. We had a couple Lenora Sellers and a Gunnar Stockton, and there'll be some others all top load as well, but those are some of note. All right. Cards fall everywhere. All right, these are X-Fractors and shimmers. Not numbered, but really, to be honest with you, not much rarer than refractors. They're about the same. A little bit less because these are all regular refractors, so slightly shorter printed. Of course, this is two different parallels mixed together, so that would make a difference. We had Tennessee, Peyton Lewis, Turner, Gophers, Mizell, Florida, Brown, Virginia, Wallace, Bussey, Nussmeier, Porter, Brown, seriously a Louisville player. Not that I caught. I'm going to go back through and make sure I didn't miss one. McCown, White, Martin, Bishop, Robert. So they usually at least one per. Most of the recaps I've seen had one in the case, but again, I haven't watched a ton. Stribling, Ole Miss, Jennings, Graves, Frazier, Taylor, Wilson, Bussey, A&M, Edwards, Wisconsin, Hanson, Iowa State, McCray, Alexander, Wilson again, Porter. These are shimmers and X-Fractors. Vandecross, Nussmeier, Levitt, Porter, and Levitt. So those are X-Fractors and shimmers. Not numbered, but fairly short printed. I'll double check. My understanding is the image variations are refractor finish. So let me flip through these real quick. We're looking for card numbers to be SP, right? Make sure I didn't miss one. I don't think they have a base finish. So they would have ended up in this pile if we had one, I think. So we'll double check real quick before we go to the rest of our recap. So all these cards have normal card numbers. I don't think we had one. Make sure none of these are. Nope. All right, let's continue with our recaps. So these are yellows to 350. We got Lenora Sellers, Coleman, Washington, Indries, Texas, Wilson, Florida, Jones, Iowa, Coleman, Missouri, Beck, Iowa State, Haynes King, nice one there, Georgia Tech, and Malik Rutherford, also Georgia Tech. Aquas, to 325, we have Harbor, South Carolina, Altmaier, Illinois, Harbor again, South Carolina, Clare, Ohio State, Robinson, Auburn, Robertson, Baylor, and Jaden Virgin Morgan, Boise State. These are lime greens to 275. We have Omari Kelly, Michigan State, Anthony Hill, Texas, Nate Frazier, Georgia, Troy Stellato, Kentucky, Caden Hauser, Eastern Carolina, Kirk Francis, Tulsa, Traylon Ray, Ole Miss, and Ja'Cory Barney Jr., Nebraska. Pinks or magentas, these are to 225. Yes. We got Alonzo Barnett to James Madison, Joe Royer to Cincinnati, Wilson, a lot of Wilson parallels, Florida, Ian Strong, Rutgers, and Brendan Sorsby, Cincinnati. Several Cincinnati parallels for you. True Blues only had 3. CJ Allen, Georgia. These are all to 150. Alonzo Barnett to James Madison. And Quincy Porter, Ohio State. I call this one out? Yeah. So our 3 Blues. I've already called those out. Greens to 99. We had Maddox Madsen, Boise State. Reynolds, Penn State. Stone, Northwestern. And Caden Salter, Colorado. We had 1 purple to 75. Anthony Hill Jr., Texas. We had 2 golds. A true gold, Royer to Cincinnati to 50. And Bussy to A&M, Shimmer to 50. We have a white. Oh, there's our white. Some other number to 25. We had Jaden Ball, Florida. To 50, we had Ty Simpson, Alabama. To 15, we had Quintravian Meisner, Texas. And then we had a case hit of Baron Morton, Texas Tech, case hit. That is a Dean's List case hit. Autographs. Let me get these in a sort of order for us here. Again, we have another case of this, Anna Breaker's Delight case, so be on the lookout for more college action. We may shake up the format a little bit, so stay tuned for that. It's not numbered, but we'll put it here. All right, I will say we didn't have a lot of duplicates, so we didn't have that problem, which we have a lot in things like Leaf and Wildcard. Not a lot of duplicates in the autographs. All right, base autos. We have Pena, Penn State, Ashlock, Hawaii, Brown, Kansas State, Alejado, Hawaii, Hill, Michigan. This is Maryland, Nolan Ray, Maryland. Katron Allen, Penn State. Penn State had a pretty good break. A nice one here, Lenoris Sellers, a first Bowman auto base, South Carolina. We have D'Angelo Pons, Indiana. Texas, Anthony Hill Jr. Tucker Gleason, Toledo. Rocco Beck, Iowa State. Not his first auto, though. Davian Gauss, North Carolina. And we had one of these in the case, Campus Star Signatures. And that one was LaShawn Williams. It's not numbered. Kansas. Refractor autos to 299. We had Nixon, Central Florida. We had Bishop, UT, Tennessee. We had Locke, Arizona. We had Hayden, Colorado Buffaloes. And we had Great House, Notre Dame. That's pretty nice. Blues to 150. We had Holstein, Pittsburgh. We had Turner, Minnesota. Allen, CJ Allen, Georgia. And we had Aiden Mizell, Florida. All these are number 2, 150. We had 1 mini diamond and 3 true blues. We had 1 purple auto going to TJ. Mr. Dante Moore, number to 75. And we had 1 gold auto going to the U, Miami. DJ Federic Jr., number 2 of 50. That will do it. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all filling up. But we'll look out for another one of those. Chad filled baseball tonight. He'll do Vivid Baseball, Leaf Vivid Baseball next. We'll be doing the Panini Combat Anthology. I posted a price preview by fighter. In that post, I'll post another post over the weekend, and we'll post that one sometime, probably Sunday. And then we've got Certified and Mosaic football coming up, and we've got more Bowman Chrome University football. So lots of fun stuff on the way. So y'all hang around and be on the lookout. Thank you guys and gals so much. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you crazy folks next time.